Hey people, welcome to the Friday evening stream. It is 6:30 or maybe just a bit after 6:30. Hope you're all doing well. Getting ready for another weekend. It's kind of cold tonight here in the city. It's around -2 or -3, but feeling more like -10 with the wind chill. And hello to Tiana and Mr. Majestic. Pianola Enterprises, welcome. John Nicholson, Alan K, Ziggy Phoenix, Leo Chung, how you doing? Greetings Daniel and Zach. And Gertrude and Carol, hello. And Tiana and Reshi, welcome Reshi. LAB and Dean. And Vivian Johnson, good evening. Hello, Mark M. Jacques Pilot, hello. And where am I, you might be wondering? I'm in Toronto, but I'm in a more far-flung part of Toronto here. I'm up in North York on Yonge Street, north of Finch Avenue. That's right, Daniel. Hit 30K last time, the other day. Hello, Graybo. Actually head this way. We're going to head south down Yonge through North York Center, or Willowdale as it's also known. Hey, Jennifer Haley. What's up, Felicity? And Mike Landry in the house with a big $30 super chat. Congratulations on 30K. Thank you, Mike. Holy moly. Cheers, Mike Landry. Welcome to the stream and getting it off to a very generous start here. Much appreciated, Mike. Thank you. Hello, Yvonne. Are you getting buffering, Felicity? Looks okay on my end. The signal seems to be good here. Hello, Tavane. It is a cold Friday. And man, the weather forecast just has nothing but sub-zero temperatures for the foreseeable future. Hello, Cam, and just two dreamers living life. Yeah, hit 30K during my Wednesday night stream. What's up, Whitby dude? You're getting buffering too? Oh, the signal on my end says it's at full strength. Hey, hello, John Gordon. What's up, the Inspired Life? Glad to hear you enjoyed that. Hello, Jan, Donkey, Liking Morgan. Huh, that's very odd. That's very odd. I don't know why people are getting buffering. Hey, thanks, Whitby dude. KG, cheers. Maybe try refreshing if you're getting buffering on your end. Hello, Capo. Welcome, would like to sleep. Hey, Estelle, thank you very much. No buffering for Tiana. See, that's weird. Only some people are getting buffering. Tom Seeley, hello. Well, I am up here in the wilds of North York. Maybe we're not getting our usual good coverage as I do downtown. Hello, Phil from Connecticut. Rub one out, Rosie, welcome. Yeah, we're out in the frontier. Yeah, there's more snow on the ground up here than there is downtown, that's for sure. We still have like a dusting downtown. Here they have actually like a few centimeters at least, if not more. Got some snow heading your way. Yeah, this is gearing up to be a pretty cold Christmas, I think. For a lot of people. Cold, snowy Christmas. You got your hands full there, Felicity. All that cooking and baking, hint, hint. Hey, Greg Keating, hello. There's the Finch subway station. Hello, Alex. And Picard, engage. Hey, Jillian. I guess I can go. Crossing Finch Avenue. We're way on the other end of Finch here than I was last time when I was doing the LRT stream. That's way down that way if you want to go to where the LRT is. A long way from here, along Finch, heading west along from here. Hello, Jada. Glad you could make it. When I was catching the subway to get up here, I couldn't go to my usual station, Dundas. I had to go to college because some nitwit was on the tracks again, apparently, and got injured somehow. I'm not sure what the situation was, but the trains were not running between Dundas and Osgood because of that injury on the tracks. So I had to go to College Station to catch the subway, and it was jam-packed. There was a huge crowd of people just to get into the entrance of the subway station. It was nuts, man. Hello, Sebastian. You made pizza? Yeah, the reviews for Line 6 haven't been that stellar. I don't know, I think some people were expecting too much, to be honest, but give it some time, right? Give it some time. Some changes are on the way, I think, hopefully. When I wrote it, it was pretty much what I expected. I wasn't expecting it to be like a bullet train, right, by any means. You know, I knew what the situation was going to be. But I'm glad they're going to try to speed things up. Hello, John. Right, we're walking south down Yonge in North York. It's sort of like the other Koreatown. You have the main Koreatown down on Bloor Street, and then you have this other Koreatown up here. $50 is in town, says Dahlia. Hey, Kyle Walker, hello. So far, so good. And Ken Lan, welcome. Yeah, I'm just south of Finch and Yonge now. What the hell? Not sure what that was all about. Hello, elk. Yeah, north of Finch is like Little Iran or Little Persia or Toronto. Some people refer to it as Toronto. Hey, Response Audio and Pavel, hello. Cold tonight, man. It's going to get colder too in the next couple days. Thanks, Mr. Majestic. Cane Rack, hello. Nice to see you in the chat. Vega. Hey, sure thing, Ziggy. I think my plan is I'm going to walk down to Sheppard, and then I'm going to walk east along Sheppard, maybe all the way to Fairview Mall. I'm thinking after the stream, maybe I'll go into Fairview Mall. It's open till 9:30. They extended the hours for the Christmas season, so depending on the time, I'll maybe go in and record a video of Fairview Mall after the stream. We'll see. And then I'll take the subway back from there because line 4 goes right to Fairview Mall. Hey, Jefferson. Yeah, it's a long walk, but no longer than my usual streams, I would say. 2.5 hours, which is what I usually clock in at when I do a stream, sometimes more. I might make it there before 2.5 hours. I guess we'll see how it goes. All right, welcome back, Felicity. You're all set now, set to settle in and watch me freeze while you sip hot coffee. Hello, Mr. Niles. Yeah, it's pretty cold. It's pretty cold. It's below 0 with a wind chill that makes it feel like even more below 0. Hey, hello, Aaron Hockey. You walked 10K. That's pretty darn good. I don't even know if I'll walk 10K. What's this car beeping for? People are like literally crossing the intersection and the car is sitting there beeping. Just dying to make that turn, you know? Dying to make that turn, man. Bessarion is where it's at. We'll walk right past there. Minus 25 in Manitoba. Yikes. Hey, Alan K, $5. TGIF and for a hot beverage later. Thank you, Alan. I approve of both parts of that message. Much appreciated, Alan K. Thank you. And hello, Carlos. I'm out here again in the cold. I can't help but make that lame joke every time. Quad Mods, hello. Brett Mallon. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I was pretty lazy all day. I thought it's time to get my legs moving. Yeah, I've heard good things about that place, Felicity. They have a bunch of locations around town. So this is basically like the downtown for North York. It's part of Toronto, but it seems like its own place because at one time it was semi-autonomous from Toronto as one of the boroughs. And they really wanted to establish themselves as a place in their own right to rival downtown Toronto. I don't know if they've accomplished that necessarily, but it certainly is built up into a pretty impressive downtownish area way up here. Far from the real downtown. I think downtown Toronto is like over 10 miles south of here. Yep, one of the 6. Hey, Mark Allen Holmes, hello. And Gertish, I hope you had a good birthday yesterday, right? Thanks, Mark. What's up, Chowdhury? So many restaurants along here. Right on, Felicity. I think you're familiar with this part of town, aren't you, Felicity? It's cold, Carlos. There's a wind that makes it feel like -9 or -10 Celsius. Alright, so we're heading to Yonge and Sheppard. Still got a little ways to go. Crossing Empress Ave. Let's see if Toronto's longest unsupported escalator is operational right now. I came to record a video of this escalator here a while back, and when I got here it wasn't even turned on. I was pretty disappointed. I was going to take a ride on it in the video, but that was kiboshed. Let's just take a peek inside here. Shopping mall in here. Thaw out for a minute. Hey, it is turned on. All right. There was a grocery store down there, but they closed it. There was a big Loblaws. But I think a new grocery store will be opening down there to replace it. A T&T, I think. T&T Asian grocery store. But yeah, before you look right down into the aisles and stuff of the Loblaws store here. This is the Empress Walk. It used to be called Empress Walk. Now it's called something or other. Empress something or other. But there's Toronto's longest unsupported escalator. There's some movie theaters up there. Cineplex. Hey, Linda Jane Jackson, hello. How's the signal in here? Seems okay. So maybe I'll do now what I couldn't do last time. take a ride on the long escalator here. I think there are longer escalators in Toronto, but not unsupported the way this one is suspended like that. I think the one at the Scotiabank Theatre downtown is longer than this one, but it's a regular escalator. Hey, Tom Seeley, $5. The quality of my streams has really escalated. I see what you did there. Thank you very, very much, Tom. Much appreciated, Tom. Cheers. Hello, Rob and Howard. And William, hello. So yeah, there we go. I finally got to ride the unsupported escalator. Here's where you buy your snacks before you head into the movie. Not sure how many screens there are, at least 10 anyway. Maybe 10 is the total amount of screens, maybe? Oh, it just feels nice to thaw out a bit here. Oh my God. Okay, we got Paul Rudd and Jack Black. Steve Zahn, he's still making movies? Okay. Thandui Newton, I don't even know who that is. I guess that's her on the end there. Well, it looks like a comedy, I'm guessing. I think there was a movie called Anaconda before that was supposed to be like a scary movie, right? Hey, Intruder Alert Captain, hello. Oh, the new Avatar movie. Megan, I think, is extremely excited about this. She's a huge Avatar nerd. The mall is kind of ugly. What how's that? That big, neat looking ceiling. Expelta, hello. Alright, now I have to go over here. Just trying to find where all the escalators are to get myself back down. I haven't been to a movie at the Cineplex in a few years, I think.
And I request a Schindler.
SG. Hello, Jiggy. We got a Ziggy and we got a Jiggy. in the chat. All right, I guess I'll head back out. Hey, Quad Mods, $13.99 for some popcorn and an Anaconda ticket. Maybe I'll finally go back to the Cineplex just to watch that movie, thanks to you there, Quad Mods. Cheers, cheers. Much appreciated, Quad Mods. I mean, it has Jack Black and Paul Rudd, right? How bad could it be? Hello, Waymo. Hello, hey. You love popcorn? Well, this whole place smells like popcorn right now, Felicity. That's all I can smell ever since I walked in here. Nothing but popcorn. Christmassy display. Alright, I'm sufficiently thawed out and gave my gadgets a chance to warm up a bit. Maybe that'll increase the battery life of my gimbal a little bit. But oh boy, as soon as you walk out here, it's like the wind. Hello, kitty. And Toronto Walker. From Street Fighter. Hadu? Is that how you say it? I admit I'm not much of a video game guy. That's Inglewood, William. Or they call it Kringlewood with all the Santas are there. I'm hoping to pay that a visit again this year.
Merry Christmas.
Hello, thanks. Friendly passers-by there. Felicity, yeah. Because I thought you frequented this area for one reason or another. Yeah, there it is, right across the street. So I'll have to remember they have good hot chocolate. A lemon pledge. Yeah, the signal dropped here suddenly. Let's see if it comes back up. There's the Cafe Landwehr to get good hot chocolate. The signal's going back up. Just one of those mysterious dips in the signal, right? Just going along, everything is fine, and all of a sudden the signal just disappears for no apparent reason. And then it comes back like 20 feet down the sidewalk. Well, that's good to know. Lots of good veggie options. There's another mall right up ahead. The Young Shepherd Center. It's another small little mall. Maybe I'll take a peek in there too. It's been a few years since I've been in there. I did a video way back when. Oh, good to hear it, the valley. The ghost of Mel last minute. He's haunting my stream. That's right, this is Mel's old territory here. It's super wide sidewalks right here. Yeah, the malls along this part of Yonge Street aren't big or anything. They're just sort of little neighborhood malls, usually connected to condos or office buildings. I think the nearest sizable mall to here is Centerpoint Mall, which is up by Steeles, Yonge and Steeles. It's more of a traditional suburban shopping mall with a big parking lot and all that sort of thing. Not sure, Greg. I think the last one I remember hearing about was at Scarborough Town Center. That was a few months ago, I think, if that's the last one that happened. Someone was shot in one of the bathrooms at Scarborough Town Center. There's a cemetery? I didn't even know there was one around here. There's a park over that way that's dedicated to two members of the band Rush. because they grew up here. This is their neighborhood. They're growing up as youngsters. Getty and Alex. All right, we're almost at Sheppard. Hey, Doug Robinson, hello. Hey, glad to hear it, Doug, and welcome. Hope you enjoy the walk. .360 dunk was dunked. Now who's effed? I guess they are. Hey Annetta, hello. Yeah, if I'm at home, chilling inside my nice warm apartment, Tiana. All right, Young Shepherd Center. Let's take a look in here. Last time I came in here, it was Deadsville. Oh, there's music though. Oh no. I might not be able to walk through here. The music is kind of loud. There was no music in the other mall. But there's a connection to the subway here from the station. Same with the other mall, actually. They both have a subway station connection. Well, I guess we just took a peek inside because there's music. There's nothing in there. There's loud copyright music. That's all I need to know. Hey, Nav and Dat, watching from Florida. You've escaped the cold. We've got a new skyscraper under construction right there. That was Young Street. Now we're going to walk along Sheppard. Hey, Tina to me, hello. Let's see how long it takes me to get to Fairview Mall from here. Might be like an hour and a half. We'll see. Right, Felicity? Yeah. What a life I would lead according to SG. Or what a life I already lead, I guess, according to SG. I think that's the tallest building for now in this area. part of town. Yeah, look, they got little piles of snow up here, right? There's a Denny's here? I didn't even know that. Canada's Diner, but isn't Denny's very American though? The only Denny's I've ever seen is the one downtown on Dundas Street. Hey Lorraine, hello. Pretty much, Felicity, pretty much. Although I do love looking at pizza as well. I look at pizza almost every day. Either going into the oven or coming out of the oven or going into my face, pretty much. Almost every day I look at pizza. Doing all of those things. Hello, Nature Explorer. Hit 300 viewers. I've only been to Denny's once, and that was at Niagara Falls. When I went there a few years ago with Megan, we tried to do a live stream, but the signal was so terrible, couldn't even live stream there. So I'm gonna head to Fairview Mall, that's the plan. Nice long walk. Yeah, look at the actual snow up here. It looks like winter in North York. Hello, Mo, welcome. I don't think I've ever noticed those ads before. Dog's just chilling in the snow. He's just enjoying the snow, I think, that dog there. Maybe he's part husky. Looked more like a German Shepherd, but maybe he's part husky. Hey, Crikey. Happy Friday. Hello, Stan. Welcome. Jane and Annette. That's a nice area. I've done walks through there before. Annette Street is really nice. Rigoberto Torres from Panama. Welcome. Welcome everyone to the Friday night stream. Not downtown, I'm way up in North York. Currently walking east on Sheppard Avenue. Kurt D, hello. And I just hit 30K subs the other day. That was pretty awesome, but it doesn't mean I still don't want you to keep subbing. If you're new to the channel, by all means hit the sub, the subscriber button. It is free. I want to keep it going, keep it growing. I want my channel to be both a grower and a shower. Maybe we'll get to 40K by next Christmas, although I doubt it, but you never know. Thank you, Vivian. Yeah, this part of Sheppard isn't too interesting, to be honest, but it does go somewhere. It does go to the mall, the big mall that I'm heading towards, so you kind of have to walk through all this to get there. It's a developing corridor here, though, since there's a subway line that runs underneath here. It's taking a while, but it's starting to build up with lots of new developments, adding new density and that sort of thing around the subway stations mainly. I should have went to Vegas. Vegas has zero appeal to me, you know, to be honest. The city is pretty much horrendous as far as urbanity goes. It's just hot and dry. The buildings are all gaudy looking. I don't really gamble. I don't know what the heck I would even do in Vegas. Hey, Toronto's Do Up Music Guy. Buffet. I guess that's what you would do. Hey, Linda Paul, hello. Thanks for coming to say hi. There's a casino in Toronto at the horse racing track, Woodbine Racetrack. I think that's the only one within city limits that I know of. That's way out at the edge of town now. Northwestern Etobicoke, Rexdale. Hey, Wayne McKay. Janice Pike, hello. You didn't win response audio? That's right, don't press your luck, right, Felicity? If you're ahead, just cash out, man. Chances are you won't stay ahead for very long. Otherwise, the casinos would not stay in business if that were the case, you know? They know what they're doing. Some mid-rise development here. There's a big star downtown, is there, Dahlia? Where is it? I'll go look at it. I just haven't heard anything about a big star. I think Felicity would rather go to a buffet at a casino than to an actual casino. Or for that matter, any buffet doesn't even have to be at a casino. So you can write the casino part right out of there. Probably. We would probably get booted. I have been at a buffet with some other YouTubers who were live streaming before for Vasily's birthday. Johnny and I went, and Henry was there also. They were streaming the whole thing. They didn't seem to have any issues with the staff at the restaurant for streaming it there. Hey, Mark Bass, hello. It's cold in Long Island. It's cold here too. I think it's around the same temperature here, just below zero. -2, something like that, Celsius. Robert Cherries, hello. Any fruit salad? I haven't had a fruit salad in eons. How would I even show that, Dahlia? I'd have to go into the club or something. I don't think they would even allow that, right? I'm just going to live stream this 50 Cent show. Not to mention the copyright situation, right? So that's pretty much a no-go. Not to mention I don't even listen to 50 Cent. I can name maybe 1 or 2 songs from him, and that's about it. What's up, Bob Thomas? Hello, Lena. Jeez, we got some interesting people popping in the chat tonight. First I was a sex fiend and now I'm a coke dealer. Wow, who knew? These stories are even better than SG stories. Wilford Avenue. You're eating banana pudding? Oh man. Oh, then you'll snort it. Okay. Got some nice Christmassy vibes here. They're even welcoming Jesus here. I hope they're not too disappointed when he doesn't show up. But they certainly put a lot of work into this display. It's one of the better ones I've seen so far. Like life-size camels over there. Cults always have a big budget. Apparently so, right? Is Johnny still live in Vegas? Must be hot there. I wonder how his gear is doing. I knew he was going there. He gave me like a little heads up before. I just wasn't sure if he was planning to stream from there or not. But I guess if he's there, why wouldn't he, right? Hey, Sapand, hello. Our gang, the Little Rascals, how you doing? I'm A-okay. All right, Carl, or Crikey, I should say. I must be doing something right if I have so many haters tonight in the chat. Ever since I hit 30K, you know? That's usually how you know you're on the right track. If your haters suddenly multiply. Yeah, you have to subscribe to come in the chat. So if they're subscribing just to come and be trolls, it's kind of funny. There's these bizarre condos over here. The New York Towers, they called them. They're all originally supposed to be a lot taller, but NIMBYs in the area forced the developers to chop. And they mimic the classic look of some famous New York buildings like the Chrysler Building and the Empire State Building, but they're so short it just looks ridiculous. And what's even funnier is now that it's years and years later, much taller buildings are being approved and built in the area now. So all that fighting to keep these ones shorter was all for naught, because they're going to end up living near tall buildings anyway. And here's the one that looks like a cruise ship. That's where that's where Leonardo DiCaprio said he's the king of the world, right there from that railing, right? No, there's no height restriction. It was just NIMBYs. People who live around here, they didn't want really tall buildings in their neighborhood. Even though it's on a subway line, right by a subway station. So they're still built as high-rises, obviously, just not as tall as they were originally meant to be. I mean, the tallest one looks like it's over 30 stories, so I don't know what the point is. Whether it's a 30-story building or a 50-story building, it's still tall enough to be a big looming presence in your neighborhood, right? Yeah, they wouldn't be obscuring any view of anything if they were taller. On the other side of those buildings is Highway 401. The highway literally goes right past those buildings. Hey, Famous Master, hello. Hey, thank you, Regenerative Designs, Australia. I think those are condos. Just looking back through the chat here. Appetite control for us. Can you say hi? Yeah, of course you can say hi. Here's the Bayview Village shopping center. Looks like they're building some condos right behind there. Got Bayview subway station right there. Got the fake Empire State Building behind it. The fake stubby Empire State Building. Hey, just Smitty, hello. Empire fake building. Yeah, pretty much. Hey, Prez, how you doing? Jeff Baloney Ferry, $5 for the pizza fund. Yes, we were discussing pizza just earlier. Thank you very much, Jeff. Much appreciated. Cheers, Jeff. Thank you. Oh, trouble in Vegas, according to Wayne. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Hey, Christos, hello. Lemon Pledge, I'm walking east on Sheppard Avenue towards Fairview Mall. We just passed Bayview subway station, or Bayview Avenue. And here's Bayview Village, if you're familiar with that. Checking out the Friday stream, walking through North York tonight. I started way up north of Finch on Yonge Street, south down Yonge, through North York Center or Willowdale. Now I'm going east on Sheppard. Bayview Village is splendid. I've never been, you know, I've never actually checked it out. Rise buildings all along this part of Sheppard here. And some high rises on this side. Yeah, this is North York. Wintry looking up here in these parts, I tell ya. Once you go north of Highway 401, it's like a different city weather-wise than it is downtown. It's higher elevation up here. Hey, Dixon Cider. You were hoping I'd do a live around here, Ziggy, really? I find that surprising, but I'm glad I was able to fulfill your wildest dream. I streamed along here once or twice before. I think last time was during a snowfall, actually. I was going the other way, though. I'm not sure what you're talking about there, Appetite Control Force. I'm not sure if that's a serious comment or not. Yes, no one from Leaside is allowed to participate in any of my streams or videos. These things. Yeah, I can stomach people from, you know, Leslieville. I can handle people from the beaches. I can put up with people from Parkdale, but Leaside? Ugh. Sorry, man, I just can't stand any Leasiders. That's just too much for me to take. Hey, cheers, Davy Bear. Leaside is in East York, technically. It used to be its own separate town, and then it got absorbed into the borough of East York. And then the borough of East York was amalgamated with the other boroughs to form the new city of Toronto. But Leaside still has its own strong identity. It has its own little, along Bayview Avenue. It's a nice little suburban-esque, fairly well-to-do neighborhood. Hey, Randy Ruck. How you doing? Hello, Ted Guan. John Baptist. Hello. Am I near OCAD? I'm nowhere near there. I'm way up in North York. And hello, Alicia. We're walking to the Fairview Mall. That's kind of my plan. That's quite the complex there, like a church of sorts. Not sure what else is on there. Office by the looks of it. Johnny's stream is over in Vegas. I'll have to check that out later. Brad Palmer, hello. Yeah, it is interesting, Wayne. It's like, it just looks like an office building, right? But it's a church, or it's a hybrid. It's a hybrid of a church and an office building. Got some colorful condos over there. Like every color of the rainbow. Like a whole skyline up there. The whole area around Don Mills and Sheppard, Don Mills and Highway 401 is just built up with so many buildings in recent years. It's like a pretty impressive skyline on its own over there. This part of Sheppard doesn't get a lot of pedestrian activity. There's a subway line that runs underneath here, so most people either take the subway or the bus, or they're driving. There's a library over there. Pretty nice. I think Bessarion subway station is around here, right? Which is the least, it used to be the least used subway station in the entire Toronto subway system. I'm not sure if it still is the least used one, but it was for a long time. They built lots of these new condos right nearby, so it's probably busier now than it used to be. I'm not originally from Toronto. I've lived here for the last 15 years. Hey, Richard Holst, good evening. And Christos, $10. Congrats on 30K subs. Thank you. Thank you so much for the generous super and for the congrats. Cheers, much appreciated. Yeah, 30K, nice round number. I don't think these ones are occupied yet. Brand spanking new. No one lives in them yet. Well, usually if they build the buildings, that means they sold enough units to actually build them. if they're not selling, they don't even bother starting construction. So apparently enough people bought to have this built. I guess it's still just finishing up construction, would be my guess. Hey, Michael Klein, hello. And to Ute, cheers, thank you. Three of them there. Got a huge Canadian Tire here. I think this is one of the biggest Canadian Tires in the city right here. And there's also an IKEA not too far away. Whoops, I just lost my power bank here. I'm gonna set my gimbal down for a second. Trying to plug in my power bank. There we go. Just came loose. Yeah, I mean, this is my new cable, right? It's been working okay since I got it. It's just when it's cold, everything just doesn't work as well as it should. Somehow it just came loose as I was streaming and the cable just fell out of the phone. It just worked its way loose and fell out. I like lost a ton of battery just in the time it took me to plug this thing in. Hopefully it stays steady from now on. Battery power. Tired, yeah. Richard Holst, $2. Thank you, Richard. Cheers, Richard. Support is much appreciated. Yeah, that's what I was saying. This is a huge Canadian Tire right here. humongous. Yeah, once I go north of downtown, yeah, everything just goes to shit. What is this? Sidewalk closed, but why? It's not even plowed or anything. What's up with that? It's the big Canadian Tire with the dark condos. I'm going to see if I can pop inside a warm space momentarily here. Just to make sure my power bank is connected nice and solid. And give my equipment a chance to warm up for a minute. Otherwise my phone is just going to start losing battery really quickly here. Maybe I can step inside this Canadian Tire. Yeah, everything needs to be warmed up just for a minute. And get across here. Doesn't look like it's going to be very warm in here. It's just open to the air. It's auto center. It is a little warm actually. A little bit. Let me just go into the store itself. Hey, have a good night, Choppy. There we go. Buffering? We're just inside the entrance here. We're just right inside the entrance and the signal just crashed. Don't try and stream inside a Canadian Tire, folks. You won't have any luck. I just wanted to make sure my power bank was solidly plugged in here. It's hard to do that when it's cold. And your hands are cold and everything is cold. Canadian Tire has been around as long as I can remember. See if my connection keeps my phone alive for a while here. There's a GO train. .400 viewers. Took a while, but we finally got there. This long ass light cycle. Yeah, I worked at a Canadian Tire store for a few years. The smell is so familiar. When you walk into a Canadian Tire store, it has this very distinct smell, and it's the same no matter where you are. All the Canadian Tire stores smell the same. When I was just in the entranceway there, I immediately was reminded of the smell of the store I used to work in. Hey, Melissa. Welcome, sister. How you doing? I'm on Sheppard Avenue. Walking towards Don Mills, where the Fairview Mall is, if you know where that is. You go there after robotics. Oh, okay. I don't get out in these parts too often, just to do the occasional video. Hey, Christy Milson, $5. It's actually known as Crappy Tire. It's only 103 years old. Yeah, I think I got the Crappy Tire nickname from my dad. He used to call it that. And he would call McDonald's Rotten Ronnies. So I'm pretty familiar with that nickname. Thank you very much for the super chat. Cheers, much appreciated. +400 people. Thanks for checking out the Friday stream. I'm walking to the Fairview Mall up here in North York. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already done that. Come and say hi in the chat if you want or not. Like, share, hit the notification bell, yada yada. You know the drill. Fairview is open until 9:30. The malls extended their hours for December. Pale blue dot the third. The answer is none. Big fat zero. Here's Leslie Station. I think we're going to record a video taking the subway actually back from the mall. I think I only have one video of this line I've done before, line 4 here. Like I said, I don't get out this way too often. Hey, Cat Stevens. Hello, Rebecca. It's a long, boring stretch here along this part of Sheppard. Holy moly. What's up, old rot gut? Yeah, I've never taken a bus through this area, only the subway. Should I hitchhike? Can I get a ride to Fairview Mall, please? We're so far from downtown. I kind of feel like I'm on another plane of existence here. It's like, what is this place? Is this real? Crossing Leslie. It could be a simulation, yeah. There's North York General Hospital over there. So definitely in North York. When you walk along roads like this, 1 kilometer walking along here feels like several kilometers compared to walking along 1 kilometer of a street downtown, right? There's just nothing to distract you, you know, from the distance that you're walking. No shops and restaurants and hustle and bustle. No interesting people crowding the sidewalks and that sort of thing. All the cyclists and everything else. You're enjoying the tedium. At least somebody is. No, I'm in North York on Sheppard. I'd have to go north of Steeles to be up in Markham. So quite a bit further north than this. Hey, welcome back, Pianola Enterprises. Yeah, once we cross Victoria Park, we'll be in Scarborough. I'm not going to do that though. I'm not going that far. Only going as far as Don Mills. Hey, Davy Bear. Yeah, it looks like we might have a white Christmas unless things warm up pretty dramatically between now and Christmas. It could happen. We could get some rain and mild temperatures, you never know. Hey, Advisorit, hello. Yes, it's chilly for sure. Yeah, that's right, Lorraine. You could walk like for 20 kilometers and you wouldn't even know it until afterwards when you're downtown. I can sort of see my destination. Still seems pretty far off, but might be another 15-minute walk-ish away, maybe? Or 15-minute-ish walk, I should say. I'm just making up new words here in the stream. That's part of the fun. Want to hear brand new words? Just watch my streams, you'll hear plenty of them. Hey, greetings, hello. Phone is at 24%. It seems to be stuck there though, it's not dropping. So that's good. If it starts dropping, it'll die really fast. Once it goes below 20, it just free falls. Hey, Shannon Baker. And Delta Echo. This is a long ass walk along Sheppard here. I'm streaming in 1080p. It should be anyway. Over 2 hours anyway, we made it so far. It's not even houses to look at here, just like a fence. Fence on that side too. Let's take in the wonder of this fence here. Ooh, that's one fine looking fence right there. They don't make fences like this in downtown. You have to come up to North York. My cord just fell out of my phone again. What the hell? Just because it's cold, man. When it's cold, things don't work. Hey, Delta Echo, $10 for a hot chocolate fund. Cheers, and thank you very much, Delta Echo. That warms my heart. Just as the hot chocolate will warm my innards. Kind of a gross thought, but cheers, thank you. Much appreciated, Delta Echo, if you can see me. Hey, bestest times reborn. Hey, you're welcome, Stan. I'm walking pretty damn fast right now, so that's sort of keeping me warm a bit. Speed walking here. Along what seems like an endless stretch of strody nothingness. Just like the Strode to Nowhere. The latest song from Talking Heads. Hey, cheers the ink spirited life. There are chargers at the mall. That's good to know. Once I get to the mall, I should have enough time to do a quick video walking around before it closes. That was sort of the plan for tonight. The sky looks strange. I think my camera makes it look strange sometimes, more so than it does in real life, I think. Makes it look a lot funkier, I find. It's kind of a neat effect, so I don't mind it. The music will be playing, but there's usually so much mall noise with people and whatnot that it sort of drowns out the low mall music. Most of the time, anyway, in the bigger malls like that. In the small dead malls, it's different because that's all you can hear is the music. I think I'm almost at Don Mills Road. So all these high-rise buildings are basically built along Don Mills. Hey, Zhang, hello. At 22%. Let's see if I make it to the mall before my phone calls it a night for me. This is like being out in the farthest reaches of Queens or something, right at the border with Nassau County. I mean, there's decent density around here, as you can see. Lots of high rises all around. And the cold temperature obviously is making things a bit deader, right? I don't think this area gets a lot of pedestrians anyway, but I'm sure on a nice pleasant day in the summer or fall, you'd see a few more people walking along here. I'm the only doofus walking out here right now. Yeah, Fairview Mall, I can see it. I can see it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. This is one of the big malls of Toronto. I think it's the smallest of the big malls though, because you have like Yorkdale, you have Sherway, the Eaton Centre, Scarborough Town Centre, and Fairview within the city proper anyway. We have more malls out in the suburbs like Square One in Mississauga, Vaughan Mills in Vaughan, Upper Canada Mall in Newmarket. Cross here, crossing Don Mills Road. If you go down there, you'll go over Highway 401. Hey, Ralph Smith Mackenzie, hello. Earth Rising. Welcome to the stream. It's D-O-N. Maybe it's named after the river. I think it's named after the river, the Don River. I think Don Mills was a little hamlet, a little settlement, I think, in this area. I'm not sure what the river is named after, though, you know. Are they going to add an addition to the mall? Looks like it. And they're going to build a bunch of new towers here also, all around the mall, basically intensifying all the excess space around the mall, which is surface parking right now. 14 buildings ranging from 24 to 52 stories. Holy moly. They're doing that at a lot of malls in the city that have big surface parking lots. They're basically intensifying that unused land, building new apartments, condos on them. It'll add a lot of additional people who will probably shop at the mall, right? So the mall is probably not complaining. I think they have to agree to that redevelopment anyway. It's on their property. Well, they might be rentals, right? A lot of the new developments are switching from condo to rental until the condo market recovers. Tons of new rental buildings are proposed now and beginning construction. Alright, what time is it? Oh, I still got a nice amount of time to record my mall video. And then there's a subway station right here. I can also just hop on the subway right afterwards. Math doctors. The mall closes at 9:30. So I got lots of time to record my 30-minute video. All right, here's one of the entrances. So I'm going to start to wrap up the stream here and make my way inside the mall. Maybe I'll just take us into the mall and then I'll wrap up the stream. You can get a sneak peek and then you'll see the rest in my video. Because I've never done a video of this mall when it's all decorated for Christmas, I don't think, so I thought that would be fun to do. So here we are. So thanks everyone. I'm going to wrap it up. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I had a good time walking with you all from Yonge and Finch down Yonge Street to Sheppard, and then a long ass walk along Sheppard all the way here to Don Mills Road at Fairview Mall. Hope you all enjoyed it. My next stream I think will be on Sunday, so stay tuned for that. And I'll be premiering a video tomorrow, a pre-recorded video. There'll be a live chat during the premiere around 7:15 p.m. So hope to see you there in the live chat, as I'll be there chatting away. So big thanks to everyone who checked out the stream tonight. Thanks to all the new viewers, new subscribers. I hope you come back and check out future streams. Hit the notification bell. Like, share, subscribe. Do all the things. Thanks to the mods, Alan K and Vivian. I know we had some trollish behavior in the chat tonight, so cheers to you. And a huge thanks to everyone who sent support. Cheers to the awesome and generous support tonight. It is very, very much appreciated. All the super chat, super stickers. Thank you so, so much. And thanks to all the channel members as well. Until next time, I will continue. All right, have a good night, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow in the premiere, or Sunday during my next stream. Right? Right. Right. All right. I'm gonna pack it up. So have a good night, everyone.